Find my eyes up. I've never used them before.
This is Ungloved Trading's basic 10-minute guide to TradingView. We are going to be showing you everything you need to know in order to seamlessly begin applying our technical analysis learned in the UGT courses to your charts. So this is how we like to use TradingView. Now this guide does not include account setup, but if you choose to create an account with TradingView, we have placed our affiliate link below. In this guide, we will be only using the functionalities which the free version of TradingView allows you to use in order to test the platform. Let's get started. So to go to our charts, we can quite simply move to the top of the home page here and click chart. And so we are brought to our chart. Now the first thing we like to do is go up here to the top left, click this and change the theme to the dark color theme, just for visual purposes. So sticking with visual purposes, let's now change the appearance on our chart. And to do that, we're going to go up to the top right here, click chart properties, and this brings us to the chart settings. And now we can adjust the candlestick colors. And we do this for psychological purposes. So let's change these to the UGT colors. We have this luminous green for the bullish candles and purple for the bearish candles. And we discussed this more in our courses around changing these for psychological purposes. And the last thing we need to do here is change the last price line to white, just so there's a visual difference between the last price line and the candles. Then we're going to move to appearance and we're going to change the backdrop. So we're going to reduce the opacity to 0 for vertical and grid lines, just so that we have a nice clear background to work with. So if we click OK, we now have the perfect setup which we require in relation to appearance. Now that we have the appearance we desire, we are going to right click and remove the volume bar at the bottom there. So we're going to click remove indicators, and that's going to remove any indicator which exists on the chart. So as you can see, we're currently looking at Apple stock. If you want to search for a different asset, you can move to the top left here and click symbol search. And here you can manually type any asset you require. So let's look at BTC USDT. And if you look at the right hand side here, it'll give you all the exchanges to choose from. So if we click Binance, this makes us go to the Bitcoin USDT chart on Binance. So here we are, we've arrived at our chart. The next thing we suggest you do is make sure you have the correct time zone set down here below. And now we can actually look to apply some of the tools to our chart. So the tools which we recommend you work with or need are the basic ray tool for trend lines and the horizontal ray for support and resistance lines. And if you click the star, this will create your own little favorites widget which you can move around the screen for ease of use. We also suggest that you apply the text to your toolkit down here for annotation purposes, and 3 measurement tools, which is the long position, the short position, and the price range tool. So the price range tool allows you to see how big or small a move has been, and it gives you the correct percentage, and it shows you the bottom price to the top price, which is a nice feature. And also for planning trades, you can apply the long and short tool, where the opening gives you where you would enter. You can adjust your stop here and you can set your target, and this gives you your nice risk to reward ratio here. So if I now want to remove this from the screen, I can either click right click remove drawings, or I can simply just use the undo tool, and this will take you a step back right to where you want to go in time. Now for accuracy purposes, when marking your levels, so let's say we want to mark a trend, rather than going in here and trying to eyeball the correct points which we want the trend to sit on, if we apply the weak magnet tool, this means that you can snap the level to the very precise data points on your chart, and this leads to precise accuracy. So if we want to mark the swing low here, we have the magnet tool set. As you can see, it snaps it straight to the level. So again, we can remove these drawings by clicking remove drawings. However, just before we do that, you can change the color of these by clicking it and going to this small tab here and changing it to whatever color you require. Or you can double click and then you click settings, and you can go to here and adjust it from this window. If we make these yellow, there you have it. You have the 2 levels and the colors you require. So let's right click and remove drawings for now. So the next thing we are going to look at is, just like we did with the toolkit, we created our own favorite tools here. You are now going to customize your time frames. So if you go to the top left here and click this D, which stands for daily, and as you can see, we're on the daily time frame, you can click this and again begin favoriting the time frames you require. So if we just add a few here, all the time frames we require, this then allows you to seamlessly transition between time frames. So we're on the daily now, but if I want to move to the weekly chart, I click the weekly. If I want to move to the 4 hour, I can move to the 4 hour. So let's go back to the daily. So that's now the toolkit we require and the time frame set. Now just a few more tools we can use. We can save our charts, which is obviously valuable if you've done all your technical analysis and you want to save it and don't lose it. You can save your charts here. You can also take a snapshot and share your charts, or you can actually save it to your own desktop. Now, if you want to add indicators to your chart, again, it's very simple. You can come up to this indicators icon here, click this, and you can type in whatever indicator you require. So if you want a moving average, you can click moving average. And as you can see, it puts the moving average on your chart. And if you double click the moving average, you can change obviously the style and the input and all the settings of the moving average there. So we can right click and remove indicators once again. So that is how you apply indicators. Now, there are a few tools that the free version doesn't allow us to use. One being the replay tool, which is really nice for practice. You know, we can click the replay tool and you can basically snap back to any moment in time here, and then you can practice seeing where you believe the move will go. The alert tool is a nice function for setting alerts. So when price crosses your alert, it will give you a signal. And also, you can customize your time frame. So if we go here back to the time frames, on the paid version, we can actually set the time frame we require. So if say you wanted to set the 12 hour, you could click this, click 12, change this to hours, and then you could add it. But obviously this then comes up with this saying you need to be on the paid version, or obviously on the 30-day free trial. So that's how you do that. And those are some of the key points which we suggest you use if you do have the paid version. So that's basically TradingView in a nutshell and all the features we like to use. Now, in the next lesson on TradingView, we are going to talk about the trading panel down here. And if you click the trading panel, you can actually add your paper trading. And this is obviously very helpful for allowing you to practice your accuracy and execution of trades. So we'll be discussing paper trading in the next lesson. So just to end this lesson then, just a quick recap. You have settings here to adjust your appearances. You have the tool station on the left here, and you can start any tool you like. You know, if you want to use Fibonacci tools, you have all the tools down here. If you want to use the drawing tools, you have the brush tool here. So obviously you can then create a brush. Right click, remove drawings. Now, if you applied some technical analysis as well, so you know you've done some levels, so there's levels all over your screen, you've got trends everywhere, and you want to make sure that when you are scrolling, and you can use the wheel on your mouse to scroll, or you can come down to here and use the plus, the minus, and the side shift. So there's a number of ways you can move around screen. But if you want to make sure that these do not move by accident, you can click the lock function here, and this means that you cannot drag and move around your levels, which is a nice function to make sure you do not move your levels by accident. So now if we unlock that, and we can actually just remove the magnet tool for now, you can see we have everything on our chart we require in terms of appearance and level. So that's basically it for the basic guide to UGT's TradingView guide.